Okay, here's this pretty church again after I ate. Oh my God, I am stuffed. There's that little thing where they light fires, or candles, sorry, I said fires, for the loved ones and for the ones that are deceased. And this is the name of the church. Nicole Markovica Trg iz Sremske Mitrovice. Graceno. It's made in 1938. Man, it's beautiful. I love this church. That's where you buy little candles and deals. Anyway, beautiful. I got crosses all over. So I feel like I'm closer to God at this very moment. Thanks for that. Okay, Sremska Mitrovica at its best. Look at that. Isn't that the most decorative, unbelievably beautiful building you'll ever see? All those two little cupids or whatever they are on there. So decorative. Wow. This is the stuff that's for me, man. I wonder how much this would cost to purchase. Look at that, like a gargoyle or whatever. That is just unbelievable. I love that kind of stuff. And it wouldn't look as good if it was fresh painted, but the urban house, man, that's neat. What does it say here? Milan Gacic. Je ovo kuće živio Milan Gacic. Junjak. Somebody was in the war. Ugh, it gives me a headache to read it, but wow, beautiful doors too, huh? And this is a neat place here in Sremska Mitrovica. We can see that one too. That's been freshly painted, but it's awesome also. I love it. And just look at that. This is like a place for people who love old buildings, man. That's beautiful. You don't see that very often. And that one, and that one, and the little green one. Look at that. All of them are beautiful, man. Look at that little green. I just love that shape at the top, man. That's awesome. And this one here too. That color I think is the neatest. That like peachish color. It's got that little balcony up there, man. That's beautiful. And here, this is what I was going to show you. I don't even know. They have a little thing about it, but I don't know what it is. This is new. They made this. This was not here in 2012, 2013, I think is the last time I was here. Like a little amphitheater type place. The center of the city is, see that church top? It's like over there. That's like the main walking district. There's a really cool little Irish pub in here somewhere, and the Nargila bar's close by. That's where I'm going. But this is nice. Sremska Mitrovica, you did well. All those pretty buildings behind. It all faces this. This is the ruins of some like Roman, when it was Sirmium. There's a radical Stranka back there in that pretty building. But man, isn't that neat? And they actually did well. They've redone this whole thing. There's no graffiti on it, so they did really, really well. I'm impressed with this city, you know? Most people don't do that, or most places don't get into the renovation of these smaller little cities in Serbia that are so beautiful, that are great for tourism, but people just don't come here. They're all going to Belgrade and Novi Sad, but this is neat. And they've invested a lot in this, obviously, this whole stone and everything. I'm blown away. Sremska Mitrovica. Svaka čast. There's my other favorite building. Okay, just to put some actual historic info into it. Sirmium, buildings next to city walls. This is the trade court of ancient street. There are still visible remains of the Roman road and the pedestrian zone and roofed sewers. This is one of the main traffic routes connecting the Sava port with Forum. In the south part of the complex, you can see remains of the city walls. The complex was built in three parts, 2nd until the 5th century AD. Lots of benches out here. A pretty walk. Little trees. Man, it's nice. Fucking awesome. Somebody watched my video the other day, one of my videos, and he said, "Man, Charles, you don't have to be so animated, so impressed by everything." I'm just that way, you asshole. So if you get a problem with it, don't watch my videos. I'm a easily impressed guy, you know? Little things impress me. And it should. I mean, that's how life should be. You should be impressed by something beautiful, huh? Rather than say, it's just a building. I like my personality better than 99.9999% of the rest of the freaking world. Okay, my friends, I just went to this Chinese, Kinieska, to try to find a kakosakashi punyach. Maybe I said a fucking lighter. I don't know. I need a charger for my fucking phone. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called a punyach. But it's very similar to a lighter. Lighter's like, I don't know. Anyway, this is the center walking street in Sremska Mitrovica. We're a pretty big old church walking district that every Serbian city has. And this one's pretty. They still got the Christmas lights up. Look at that. Opa. Pretty buildings, big outdoor cafes and everything. Can't beat it. And I'm trying to find this Nargila bar. I think maybe it's in here. I don't know. Can't remember exactly where it is. But we are on a mission because I got to smoke Nargila. Anyway, it's a pretty church. I don't know if it's a... It is a St. Demetrius. Pravoslavna. It is. Pravoslavna. So it's an Orthodox church. Really beautiful, huh? Huge. Look at that massive man, I don't even remember English. You guys say I'm bad at Serbian. I don't even speak English. Steeple. I don't curse in the church. Crosses out front. Really pretty, man. They keep this city nice and clean. Not a lot of graffiti. I've always noticed that about Sremska Mitrovica. You know? It's one of the perks of living in Sremska Mitrovica. Pretty things, old buildings, lots of color, and decent people who are not going to litter and dirty up their city. Love it. Dovic. And look at that, isn't that awesome? Really bad ass painting on the side of this old building. Crvena zvezda. Partizan. What is going on down here, Jako? Uh-oh. Hopefully there's not hooligans down here. Yeah, boy, it's it. Hey, look at that. This is Heroes Park. Pretty park, man. There's lots of trees, lots of dogs. I was going to go look at a couple more monuments, but too many dogs around it. I forget the significance of this one, so forgive me. But there was a lot of bloody, horrible things happen here during World War II. Maybe World War I also. So I know it has something to do with that. There's big mounds and everything over there that have some significance, but I can't remember what it is. Forgive my stupidity. I'm just wandering, checking out the place, and gonna go have a beer. Sun's going down. Love Sremska Mitrovica. Okay, we're in Sremska Mitrovica, mind you. Look at these homes all through there. Look at that, man. Look at the one straight ahead of me right over there. That's fucking beautiful. Along with all the other ones, man. They're really nice. These people have got some money. Look at that SUV. Opa, bato. See? These Serbians are lying when they say they have no money. Beautiful homes, beautiful vehicles, and everything. Okay, my fun in Sremska Mitrovica is over. Just wanted to show you before I leave my little apartment. This was 2,100 dinars. That's 2,100 dinara. This is one bedroom. It's nothing special, but it was $20, you know? I'm gonna miss that. I'm going to the USA here in a month, and an Airbnb for a whole apartment in Boston. Oh my God, you can't even find your own for less than like $200 a night. Here's a little kitchen. Here's the bathroom. No shower curtain. That drives me crazy. How do you take a shower without a shower curtain? Just gets water everywhere, so I had to mop up the water. Master bedroom. Dining room. TV. Believe it or not, I'm not actually watching that. I just left it on all night. Little balcony here. Here's my view. It's not much of a view, but it's 2,100 dinars, my friends, you know? I think that's a hell of a deal. Pretty day. A little bit cool this morning. And I'm going back to Novi Sad. But I had fun. I explored. Ate some good food. And that's what life is about. This is close to downtown Sremska Mitrovica. And you've got lots and lots of these big trees. I love that. In front of this other Big, beautiful church. I'm gonna go in here and look around. Okay, what does this say? Sremska Mitrovica i Bratari. Something about the war. Maybe World War II. This is out in the little garden here in this church. Beautiful church. Okay, I remember this park well. This is one day I was walking through this little park. This is right in the center, or close to the center. And I was walking by speaking English on my phone, and one kid said, "From where are you?" And I said, "USA." He came over, he was really drunk, he was angry. He said, "Why you bomb my country?" And I said, "Sir, I did not bomb anybody. I was never in the Army or Marines or Air Force or Coast Guard, anything like that." I said I was in university at the time. He was real drunk. His friends came over and apologized. Long story short, we ended up becoming friends. We went out for some drinks afterwards and he apologized. Anyway, this building, this is something weird about Sremska Mitrovica. See this? It's in the heart of this park, and I was interested in renting it. I was going to open a little bar here because it's a nice place in the park. But this is something crazy about Serbia. Well, unfortunately, look at all that graffiti. I just complimented Sremska Mitrovica earlier. I take all my compliments back because there is graffiti here, but not as much. I think it's just on this building. But there's a garden behind it. Anyway, that building, it's a common problem here in Serbia. The Tito's regime took this from the church, okay? They took from all the rich people in all the churches and they gave it to people. And so now there's lots and lots of places here in Serbia. And I was going to cross the street, but there's no crosswalk. There's lots of places in Serbia that are in the court process to try to figure out who owns it. I don't even see how your country's ever going to do that, Svima. You know? I mean, if the government takes something from you 80, 90 years ago and gives it to somebody else, that family assumes it's theirs, they pass it to their kids, and then come some point they try to give it back. What is up with that? That's insanity, and I bet that's just going to create massive issues. So, long story short, I could not rent it because nobody knows who owns it. We had the similar problem in Novi Sad. The church has almost everything in the center. The Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church now, it was given back to them, so you rent off the churches. Ugh. Crazy. That's what happens when you go through all these different political changes from socialism into democracy and all that. Pretty old church. Looks Catholic. Hey, Catholic. Anyway, I remember this place so well. It's really nostalgic. That's the sports center complex over there. There's a little bar in there. You can play pool. Bowling alley even in there, I think. And I just remember this, man. It brings back such good memories because I lived here for so long. Or not so long, 4 months, but it seemed like a long time because at that time I wasn't working. I was just chilling and enjoying my life. And if you really, 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 really want to enjoy your life, yeah, you're not going to live in Sremska Mitrovica. I mean, it's a nice little city, great people, fun, pretty historic, but it's just kind of boring. I mean, it's 35,000 people. There's not a whole hell of a lot to do. And like Cather Milkovic, good friend of mine from here, me and him, I interviewed him in one of my videos, and I'm going to do another interview with him. I asked him about the food here, and he said, you know, there's only a few restaurants, and that's the God's honest truth. There's not that many restaurants here. Anyway, got to get to the bus station, got to get out of here, but I had fun. Do Virginia. Cool mural, or not graffiti, but cool mural on the side of the wall. Who is that? The Javoin, kako se zove? That World War II general? Or World War I general? Is that who that is? I don't know. Really cool. I just went in to get a bus ticket here, and the lady, she asked where I was from because she could tell my Serbian was shitty. And I said, she said, Grčka, because I'm wearing this Greek thing. And I said, no, Amerikanac. And she said, oh, she gave me some proja. She said, do you want some proja? And she handed me some. You don't get that all the time, huh? Socialism is alive and well. There's a big old socialist bus train station. Anyway, I thought that was nice. Her coworker knew who I was. He said, you're the guy from Instagram. I said, yep, that's me. Nice to be loved. Anyway, I'm going to go find me some burek. I've got a few minutes to wait on the bus. And then I'm getting out of Dodge. Okay, I found some burek at the best burek place here in Sremska Mitrovica. I'm gonna sit by this socialist monument and I'm gonna eat it. Burek and socialism goes so well together on a Sunday morning. Ciao.